smart. Now, Kenya inked herself in the world of volleyball history books by winning her first match at the world stage. The national women's volleyball team defeated fellow World Grand Prix newcomers Mexico in a 4-setter in Pool Q early today in Mexico City. The African Queens won 25-18, 25-23, 18-25, and 25-22 to remain as the only debutant survivors on opening day of the intercontinental round of the 5 Volleyball World Grand Prix. Striker Mercy Moim topped all scorers with 22 points from 20 attacks and 2 blocks. Mexican captain Claudia Rios charted 15 points. Kenya has dominated Africa, but for many years has not won a match at the world stage. But this victory only serves to illustrate the changing fortunes. In other matches, Poland and Peru came up with victories in Pool J. Poland defeated Belgium 3-1, while Peru trounced Canada in another 4-setter. Netherlands and Puerto Rico completed easy straight sets win over Cuba and Argentina, respectively, in Group K. Kenya plays Bulgaria later today. Police officers from Narok and officers from the National Transport Safety Authority conducted a surprise crackdown last night to net drunk drivers. Several drivers were arrested when they could not pass the Alcoblow test. Take a look.
Along the streets of Narok town, all was not well. The breathalyzer, also known as Alcoblow, had arrived in the town. For those who chose to drink and drive last night, the traffic police, in conjunction with the National Transport and Safety Authority, were a startling surprise. Some of the drivers had to be tested twice before they could proceed with their journey. Several drivers, including border riders who tested positive for alcohol, were arrested in the crackdown. Police said they would continue with the operation in order to reduce the number of accidents caused by drunk drivers along the Mai Mahiu road.
Right, drama unfolded at the Gakondo Coffee Cooperative Society in Embu after farmers stormed the offices and ejected the society's board of management. The farmers claimed that the management had allowed corruption to eat into the cooperative society profits. The angry farmers claimed that the board of management had been taking them for a ride by postponing the society annual general meetings so as to evade questions on how 45 million shillings had been lost. Attempts by the area cooperative society officer and the deputy county commissioner to calm the farmers down did not bear any fruit.
Walituambia kuna mkutano sababu kuna mkamiti wetu walitoa anaitwa Njeru Openja, tulimchagua, wakamkataa, wakasema ametoa siri ya society nje, kutuambia wamebaki na pesa yetu kila mtu shilingi 8. Sasa bila alisema watulipe, wakakataa, wakamwambia hiyo ni vile ameenda kutoa siri yetu yao nje. Sasa vile walimtoa nje na sisi tukakasirika, tukawaambia tunataka watuite mkutano, watuambie kwa nini tunachagua mtu anamtoa. Kahawa ni kuharibiwa, inaharibiwa, mnaona, na hiyo sio sera zetu za kuharibu kahawa. Sisi kama wakulima tunataka haki. Tuongee na wao, tukiwa hatutazikizana tuwatoe, tulete chama ingine.
All right, the Ministry of Energy and Petroleum launched solar power systems in Narok County to benefit schools, hospitals and dispensaries in the rural areas. A 1 billion shilling project, which was started by the Ministry of Energy with aid from the Spanish government 2 years ago, targets 380 institutions. Speaking during the launch of the one completed project in Siana Boarding Primary School in Narok West, the Cabinet Secretary, Davis Churcher, said the projects are in line with the government's commitment ensuring access to clean energy sources for citizens by 2030.
The project covers installation of solar systems for secondary schools, boarding primary schools, health facilities and administrative offices. The benefits of this program are immense as students in far-flung areas can have the same opportunity to study in well-lit areas like their counterparts who are within the grid network.
we look into partnering with the rural electrification to promote environmental conservation, because we will have significant reduction in harvest of wood and eventually leads to cost saving and also conservation of our environment.
Right now, the government, through the Ministry of Devolution, has distributed relief food around Kajiado County in order to deal with hunger that has been forcing pupils to drop out of school there. More than 100 bags of maize and 50 bags of beans were distributed at Olo Choibor Primary School, one of the schools where hunger has been forcing pupils to drop out. Devolution Principal Secretary John Dialton Conchala urged leaders to invest in boarding school facilities to address such challenges. All right, now to some political news now, and the Coalition for Reforms and Democracy calls for referendum continues to elicit reactions from leaders across the country. A section of leaders allied to the ruling Jubilee Coalition now say the referendum will not see the light of the day. Kajiado North Member of Parliament Joseph Manje added his voice to the argument, saying the push is uncalled for, coming soon after general election.
This referendum is a hoax. Utakuwa na Kiswahili with a lot of lies in between. So the questions that you're being told you're voting for, those are not the things people vote for. The referendum is just a momentum being built for the next elections. What we need to do as Jubilee is to change strategy and do some of those things that are being demanded so that we can puncture this drive of this, we can put puncture on it by bringing money here.
All right, now the fans of Radio Maisha in Eldoret were last night treated to a sizzling performance. The fans thronged Belasco Lounge, where they enjoyed an evening of soothing music courtesy of the Radio Maisha team. Uasin Gishu Governor Jackson Madago graced the event that saw fans come all the way from Nandi and Elgeyo Marakwet counties to spend an entertaining evening with their favorite radio personalities.
Mkuje kila mwezi, na ninyi watu wote tunapenda Radio Maisha kabisa. Tumeshukuru sana vile mmekuja. Asanteni.
We'll leave it at that on Weekend at 1. Thank you very much for your company. You've done well to keep me company. My name is James Smart. Enjoy what's left of your weekend.